Hey everyone, welcome back to Airstream Expeditions. In today's episode, we bring you part 5 of our California State Park camping series as we visit one of Northern California's hidden gems, Hendy Woods State Park in the heart of the Anderson Valley. From camping beneath towering redwoods to exploring the local orchards and farms, fantastic restaurants, boutique hotels, and unique stores and art galleries, this spot has it all. So let's get the Airstream set up and dive into everything this amazing destination has to offer. Hendy Woods is about a 9-hour drive north of Los Angeles, so we decided to break up the drive and stay at one of our favorite Harvest Host locations, Paicines Ranch, a hidden gem nestled in the rolling hills of Central California and a place where sustainable farming meets the beauty of nature. In case you're not familiar, Harvest Host is an incredible membership program that gives you access to over 4,000 unique camping locations across North America. We're talking wineries, breweries, farms, museums, and much more. If you're an RVer and not yet a Harvest Host member, don't worry. I'll leave an affiliate link down in the description below. We're here at Paicines Ranch in Paicines, California. It's a working regenerative ranch. They grow wine grapes as well as beef, pork, and lamb. It's a regenerative ranch and they do sell their meats here. Fantastic meats. We've been here before. They have a total of 5 different spots for Harvest Host and the property is just huge. We love it here. We've been here about 4 times. You can hike to the Blue Oak Forest, which is about a little over a mile away. Fantastic hike, and it's a great place to stay over on the way to a further destination. There's a restaurant on site. There's a restaurant down the road in the town of Tres Pinos, and I would highly suggest that if you're traveling to Northern California or to Southern California, stop by Paicines Ranch if you participate in the Harvest Host program. The Overlook is a new place they just opened since we last came here, I think maybe a year and a half ago. But I guess it's open 1 or 2 days a week for lunch. Oh, wow, too bad they're not open today. We'll have to come back when they are open because they have a big pizza oven here. Spanning over 7,600 acres, Paicines Ranch is more than just a working ranch. It's a model for regenerative agriculture where livestock, crops, and wildlife coexist in harmony. This ranch focuses on building soil health, conserving water, and fostering biodiversity. At the heart of the ranch's approach is the way they raise their livestock. The animals graze in a way that mimics nature, moving across the land, regenerating soil as they go. It's a holistic system designed to benefit both the animals and the environment. But Paicines Ranch isn't just about farming. It's also a hub for education and innovation. The ranch regularly hosts workshops, events, and research projects that explore new ways to improve land management and agricultural sustainability. Paicines Ranch is redefining what it means to farm in the 21st century. It's a place of innovation, sustainability, and hope for the future of our planet. If you're interested in learning more or visiting this incredible ranch, check out the links in the description below. The next morning, we hitched up and made our way north about 4 hours and headed towards the Anderson Valley, where we would camp out at the Hendy Woods State Park campground. Hendy Woods was established in 1958 and spans about 800 acres and is home to some of California's most beautiful redwoods, some of which are estimated to be over 1,000 years old. The park was named after Joshua P. Hendy, who recognized the value of preserving this land for future generations. These towering giants here in Hendy Woods State Park are truly a sight to behold. Some of the trees here reach heights of over 300 feet, and it's easy to feel a sense of awe and tranquility when you walk through these majestic redwood groves. If you're planning to camp here with your RV, you'll find 85 campsites, including spots that can accommodate RVs up to 35 feet long. Each site is equipped with a picnic table and a fire ring, and there are also clean restrooms with showers nearby. While there are no hookups here at this campground, there is a dump station available. If you don't have an RV and prefer not to camp in a tent, there are rustic cabins available for rent. The campground is well shaded, offering plenty of privacy thanks to the dense forest, making it ideal for both families and solo travelers. Hendy Woods has over 5 miles of hiking trails, offering something for everyone. Big Hendy and Little Hendy groves are must-see trails, showcasing some of the park's oldest and largest trees. And also don't miss the peaceful Navarro River, which winds through the park. It's perfect for a refreshing swim in the summer or a picnic by the water. The next morning, we took a 10-minute drive to the town of Boonville and made our first stop at the Pennyroyal Farm. The farm is known for its artisan cheeses, organic wines, and the welcoming experience that they create for their visitors. We booked a guided tour to see how they make some of their incredible products right here on the farm, and also had a chance to meet the animals, which was a highlight of our tour. I learned that the farm operates on a small but sustainable vineyard, producing wines that reflect the unique flavors and character of the Anderson Valley. One of the highlights here at Pennyroyal is their cheese making. They have a herd of dairy goats and sheep that provide milk for their handcrafted cheeses. Each cheese is made with care and aged on site to develop its unique flavors. If you're a cheese lover, then this place is a dream come true. And of course, you can't leave Pennyroyal Farm without trying and tasting. The farm offers a variety of wine and cheese pairings that showcase the best of what they produce. With notes that complement each other, every bite and sip tells a story behind this land. So whether you're stopping by for the wine, the cheese, or just the scenic experience, Pennyroyal Farm is a must-visit here in the Anderson Valley. Next, we decided to keep exploring the charming town of Boonville, but not before we stopped by for some breakfast at Mosswood Market. This place serves up some great coffee, delicious pastries, and killer breakfast sandwiches. We ordered an assortment of pastries to take back to camp, and I had a breakfast sandwich with a cup of coffee. Right across the street from the Mosswood Market is the Boonville Hotel. It was built in the late 1800s, and it's a historic spot right in the center of town. This hotel is also famous for their restaurant. We didn't get a chance to eat there this time, but I'll have to make sure that the next time we come, we check it out. Next, we stopped by the John Haynes Art Gallery to admire some of the amazing artwork by local artists. There's also a cozy coffee shop right next to the gallery with a variety of herbal teas and coffee, which we enjoyed on this cloudy, rainy day. Next door to the gallery is Disco Ranch, a much-loved store in the town of Boonville. They sell wine from some of the local vineyards as well as small plates to snack on. You can enjoy the wine and snacks in their patio, or you can pack it up and enjoy it somewhere else. The next morning, we took a 1-hour drive west towards the Mendocino coast to the charming oceanside town of Fort Bragg. The drive heading west towards the coast is beautiful as you drive through the lush trees on both sides of the road. Once you get to the coast and hang a right going north, the views of the ocean and rolling green hills are amazing. The very first thing we did was step back in time and take a ride on the historic Skunk Train. The Skunk Train has been running since 1885. Originally, it was built to transport lumber from the redwood forest, and it quickly became a beloved passenger route. The train departs Fort Bragg and takes you deep into the towering redwoods. You get an open-air view with a 360-degree view of the redwoods. During the ride, the conductor shares fascinating stories about the area's history and ecology, making it both educational and entertaining. The conductor then lets you off for an hour or two where you can have a picnic amongst nature, or for the more adventurous type, you can choose to go on a hiking trail to see the redwoods up close and personal. We chose the latter and went on a short hike, and it was very relaxing and serene. If you ever visit the Fort Bragg area, riding the Skunk Train is highly recommended. We returned back to the station and decided to have lunch at the North Coast Brewing Company, which is right across the street from the station. We tried a few of the local beers and had a delicious lunch. On our way back to camp, we stopped by the Jug Handle State Natural Reserve. It's located just south of Fort Bragg, and it's famous for its ecological staircase trail, which is the 5-mile out and back trail, which is supposed to have beautiful scenic views. We didn't get a chance to do the hike, however, we did hang out for about a half an hour and enjoyed the beautiful ocean views and explored the beach on a low tide. Once we returned to camp, we decided to continue exploring the Anderson Valley, where all of these lush vineyards meet century-old orchards, and one family in particular has been perfecting the art of cider making for over 140 years. The Gowan family has been growing apples in Philo, California since the 1870s, and they've always had a deep connection to the land. Unlike mass producers of ciders, the Gowan family is rooted in tradition, using apples from their very own orchards, and some of these trees are over a century old. Behind me is an Astrakhan apple tree that's 150 years old. There are a total of 4 of these trees here on the lot, and they were imported from Russia, Russian fur traders over 150 years ago. What makes these Gowan apple ciders so unique is the use of their heirloom apples. Their flavors are robust, classic, and unique, and these varieties have been largely forgotten by supermarkets. Each cider is pressed from apples from their own orchard, fermented slowly, and aged to perfection, capturing that unique flavor of the Anderson Valley in every single bottle. The orchard here is beautiful and very relaxing, with plenty of seating to enjoy the scenery and a variety of apple cider flavors. Visiting Gowans Apple Farm isn't just about tasting cider. It's about experiencing a living piece of history. It's a story, a legacy, and a taste of Philo's rich agricultural history. If you're ever in the Anderson Valley, we highly recommend you stop by and experience it for yourself. Before heading back to camp, we stopped next door at Gowans Oak Tree, a small produce stand located right off the side of the road. We picked up some cider to take back to camp, as well as some fresh fruit. On our way back to camp, before crossing the bridge that goes over the Navarro River, we stopped by the apple farm. It's a hidden little farm where you can buy some cider, some fresh apples, as well as homemade jams. Here we purchased some more apples, some jam to take home to mom, and a few other items. Everything here is purchased on the honor system. There's a small little wooden box where you can place your cash for the products you wish to take. And if you don't have any cash on you, don't worry. There's a QR code that you can scan, or you can Venmo the owner directly. Right after crossing the bridge that goes over the Navarro River, there's a small little parking area with access to the river. We're here right underneath the bridge entering Hendy Woods State Park at the Navarro River. Water looks nice, it's a beautiful area, perfect for swimming in the summer, but it's pretty cold right now, so we decided to skip some rocks. Closed visitor center. But it's just an amphitheater? So there's a few trails that you can take from the campground. You can take the Hermit Hut Trail, which is a trail that leads to these huts that were created by a hermit that used to live here in the grove years back, and all the shelters are still there. You have the Little Hendy Grove Trail and the Big Hendy Grove Trail, which is just a grove of redwood trees that were pretty much kept from being chopped down for lumber and for people to enjoy. So right now we are on the Little Hendy Woods Trail, and we're just gonna do a morning hike before we pack up and head out. I'm standing inside of a redwood tree. Whether you're a wine lover, a cheese connoisseur, or an outdoor enthusiast, Anderson Valley is a destination that should be on your list. It's peaceful, beautiful, and packed with incredible experiences. We hope that we've inspired you to plan your own trip here to this beautiful Anderson Valley. Please join us next time as we take a trip to Yosemitie National Park, where we'll stay at the North Pines Campground for a few days. We'll explore the area on bicycles, check out some amazing views, and cool off in the Merced River after some warm, fun-filled days.